Well, thank you, Brooke, for doing this. And Brooke, you lead the communion prep team. Is that right?
That is true. I lead the 11 o'clock service, part of the communion prep team that cleans up communion.
How long have you been leading this team?
I think it's been about 5 years now.
Faithful and true right here. Tell me a little bit about what your team does throughout the day, Sunday at Palmer.
Yeah, there are kind of two groups as part of the communion prep team. One is a group that serves at the 9 o'clock service, really serves before the 9 o'clock service by preparing all of the elements for communion. So that includes putting the linens on the table and on the cross that are on the stage, putting all the crackers in the baskets, and then pouring the wine into the goblets. They also have responsibility during the service to go up on stage if they feel comfortable and get the baskets from the pastor and hand them to the people who are serving. And then the 11 o'clock part of the team, after the service, clean everything up, store the crackers, and then wash the wine goblets.
And if someone were volunteering, they would choose to be on one or the other. Is that right?
Yes, currently that's the situation. And probably the easiest to do, although if somebody wanted to serve both services, we would never say no to that.
Sure. Brooke, what is your favorite part about your team?
Probably the size. It's a smaller team and it's easy to get to know people, whether you're setting up or tearing down the communion. It's also an excellent way to serve in a more behind the scenes way, minus the going on stage in the middle of the service, but just doing the behind the scenes work of cleaning up the elements. And then also maybe the very best thing is it's a really low time commitment. And while still serving in a meaningful way. On the teardown side, it's really maybe between 15, maybe 20 minutes of teardown work.
And if someone were considering volunteering for the communion prep teardown side, what is one thing that you would want them to know?
It's a really important and necessary part of what we do as the body of Christ on Sunday mornings, and that it carries a lot of meaning, even though, like I said, it's behind the scenes and seems like a small thing. It's literally doing the thing that makes the passing of peace and the passing out of grace and Christ's body and his blood possible.
And finally, some might say most importantly, what is your favorite restaurant and or coffee shop in the Springs?
Favorite coffee shop is probably Loyal. Shout out to our friend and neighbor, Tyler Hill. And favorite restaurant, this one is hard to say, but currently I love Skirted Heifer and some good old sweet potato fries.
Well, Brooke, thanks for everything that you do. And thanks for taking time to share a little bit about your team.
You're welcome. Thanks, Jay.